How to unlock your creative genius. The act of putting your imagination to work is creativity. Unfortunately, even though the imagination works hard, it may not be as smart as it should be. Creativity is the ability to see things in ways that others don't, to think about what you've been taught, to ask questions before you get the answers from within you that you need to draw something extraordinary. In order to do that, you need to give a try a few things for you to unlock your inner creative genius. Let's take a look at 10 of the best ways to do so. Number 1. Become an expert. Not in natural ability, but in deliberate practice, lies the secret to exceptional success. Research actually suggests that it takes 10,000 hours of practice to be world-class at anything. However, it isn't just doing the same thing over and over again. It should involve pushing yourself just slightly beyond your capabilities to master tasks. Before you can be creative in a field, you have to become an expert in an area. Successful creators don't just like knowledge, they thirst for it. They can't stop asking questions, and they always go beyond what they've learned from teachers and books, writes Sawyer. There is a plethora of ways of doing this. Number 2. Immersing yourself in nature. A sense of vitality and infinity can be awakened in you by experiencing nature, which becomes a path to your core creativity. You can look up at the astonishing number of stars in the sky without conscious thought or leaves on a single tree in a forest, and feel a sense of vastness and spaciousness as you look at the heavens observed by the ancients, knowing that humanity has pondered these very stars throughout history and across continents. You experience being part of something larger than yourself that feels like it has always existed and always will. Number 3. Use mind maps and flowcharts. A mind map is a great way to link thoughts and search for creative answers to questions. Create a mind map by writing down a topic or word that is central. Next, around the central word, link related terms or ideas. This technique, while comparable to brainstorming, enables ideas to be branched and provides a very visual way of seeing how these ideas are linked. Create a flowchart to track the presentation of the project from start to finish as you start developing a new project. Look for different paths that might occur or sequences or events. You can visualize the final product with a flowchart, eliminate potential problems and create unique solutions. Number 4. Doodle. How many of you like to pick up a pen and start doodling with it absent-mindedly when you are on the phone, listening to a lecture, meeting, or just taking yourself a moment? You are probably going to end up making something pretty awesome. Doodling is your mind, in the midst of distraction, breaking free from restrictions, and initiating imagination. Doodling is easy, but if you're not an artist and you never tried to draw something consciously, you probably thought it was very hard, and you didn't get the results you expected or were particularly proud of. That's because it wasn't your mind roaming free. Doodling takes your mind off the leash. Fortunately, you don't need a seminar or distraction to be unconsciously creative. Number 5. Find your inner voice. Meditation art sounds much more ethereal than it actually is. It's a perfect way to activate and examine your imagination in a safe place to be conscious of your surroundings and learn to block the world outside so that you can better hear the hum of the inner you. Many people think that they need to know the ancient chants of faith or have unique rainforest songs. Meditation does not mean that you are conscious of how to be one with the world. Meditation is literally the act of sitting silently at the moment and being happy. In certain situations, meditation will help you discover the places where you are in your life so that you can find opportunities to become more fulfilled. It will open doors within you to allow your mind to wander freely for even a few minutes a day and remove obstacles to change that are easier to gather as you get older. Number 6. Write during your off time. People have what researchers call a circadian preference, which basically means they are either people in the morning or people in the evening. You probably think that writing at your best time, morning people writing in the morning, evening people writing in the evening, is best. But that's not true. While logical thinking is better during people's optimal times, the kind you use to solve math problems, a 2011 study found that creativity was actually better during people's non-optimal times. During our non-optimal time, since our conscious mind is groggy, it relaxes the reins of our unconscious mind and gives it more space to roam. Number 7. Physical exercises. You already know that it's not good for you to sit all day and look at a computer screen. That fat accumulates where you put the most pressure for the longest time, and that you need about 15,000 steps a day to circulate essential nutrients through your body and to be healthy for at least 30 minutes to exercise a day. Physical exercise is an ideal way to help you become more creative, aside from the obvious fitness and health benefits. Each sport has its own advantages, but you need to understand how it will advance your potential for creativity to get the most out of your chosen sport. In addition to creativity, exercise promotes proper brain function by preparing and encouraging nerve cells to bind to one another, which is the cellular basis for learning new information. For kids with neurobehavioral disorders like ADHD and Asperger's syndrome, exercise becomes an essential building block for supporting appropriate development. Number 8. Indulge in yoga. Yoga is an excellent place for those who are not into competitive sports, sweat, or discomfort to practice the meditation techniques discussed earlier. Yoga allows you to work your muscles gently and keep those essential nutrients flowing while making you acutely aware of what is going on in your mind and body and how the two are related. Yoga gives you the physical discipline that you never thought possible to create shapes with your body, while teaching you to be with yourself at the moment and to understand how it can be fulfilled in a physical and spiritual way to achieve balance in all aspects of life. Yoga also shows you how, in relation to quiet meditation and inner peace, to create discipline within your mind. Your mind will wander and your imagination will lose its constraints until you reach the stage of inner peace. Number 9. Visual exercises. A major part of the imaginative activity of your right brain is visual image processing. What you see and hear has a significant influence on the reach of your imagination. You see things and know when you like or hate something, but you won't be able to tell why you like or dislike it, or even if it varies from something else, unless you doubt yourself more. Not only does this make it difficult to choose whether or not you would like something, but it makes it hard to change something you don't like. Visual exercises are an easy way to train your mind so that you can ask yourself questions about your decision-making process in order to achieve a deeper consciousness. This makes it possible for you to imagine various scenarios so that you can create a better future for yourself, your readers, and your characters. Number 10. Make something out of your great ideas. For example, draw a photo, and if you don't think you can draw, at least you can doodle, and no one will ever have to see what you put on a paper. Abstract issues such as your friendship or a crushing workload with someone, make the most of translating them into drawings. Cartooning or using basic symbols with exaggerated shapes helps. Or you can also make a collage. Grab a magazine stack and look for pictures and advertisements. Clip those that in any way relates to your issue and glue them to a large piece of poster board. Hold this art close to your desk where you can think about it. You could get a fresh perspective on your problem. Another thing you can also do is build something. Legos, Tinker Toys, an erector set, modeling clay, silly putty, and Play-Doh are all good materials you can use to build your idea.